What's up, guys? It's River Dave. We're down here at the Riviera. I'm standing in front of my friend Chris Hansen's very first M42 that DCB has produced. Also, side note, he also built the very first M37. Nothing but the best. So I'm here to show you a couple of the differences between the 37 and the 42, things that you guys have not heard of yet or even seen yet, and it hasn't been covered in any articles. So right up front, they moved the hatches a little bit more forward. They got them a little bit wider, a little bit deeper. And one of the cool things about that, as you can see, we're standing on the dock. I can literally just come right here, open the hatch, slam your buoys in, tie it up. Very, very convenient. As we move back, this tub in the front here is actually molded into the top deck. So typically when you're gonna put hatches in a boat, they cut the deck lid, right? That gives you areas for potential stress cracks and things in the future. This is molded into the boat. It was designed to hold 8-inch buoys. So you get real deal buoys right there. You come up, get them out. You got your mid buoys, your aft buoys. Everything's very, very convenient, very, very strong. They are able to change that into a mid cabin if somebody wants it, but it's gonna be kind of an expensive option, not one I would do. I'd actually rather have the storage. Now we get to the meat and potatoes here. This particular boat, the M37, is 10.6 wide. The 42 is 11.3 wide. What that allowed them to do is open up the cockpit 6 inches this way and 12 inches that way. So you got a lot more room in the boat, but to add to that, the actual seats themselves, the cushions and the pads are the exact same size as the M37, so they're very, very comfortable, but they narrowed up the clamshells 2 5/8. So what that does is gives you a little over 5 inches of room side to side. They took the throttle console, they narrowed that by 2 inches, and it just gives you a massive, massive feel when you're in the boat. Now the key to this boat, one of the big things they focused on is ergonomics, 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 right? The way the armrests lay out when you're in the boat, it's incredibly comfortable. The staircases were designed so it's very, very easy in and out. Big difference between the 42 and the 37. All the steps are equal distance and equal height. They lowered that last step 2 inches closer to the water to make ingress and egress easier. And one really, really cool function here. You can see that Chris opted for 2 love seats in the back. That makes this an 8-seater cockpit. You can switch that over just with the additional armrests into 4 individual buckets, or it's modular. You can pop these out. You can do a love seat in the middle and 2 staircases on either side, or you can even do flip ups, and they have a Rubbermaid trash can that's actually molded into the deal. So, you know, you got extra cans and water bottles and whatnot at the end of the day you want to get rid of. Now, a huge thing on this particular boat is they put a big arc in the tunnel. It adds a lot of tunnel compression. It basically acts like a tunnel tab, but it doesn't give you the opportunity to hurt yourself or kill yourself. The 37 has that same feature on it, but this one's been a little more aggressive. So the second biggest part of this boat that they really focused on is CG. Now that stands for center of gravity for those that don't know. They put the tanks in the right place. This thing has all been dialed in CAD, tooled. This particular boat, they upgraded the fuel to 240 gallons. What that means, if you're out in Florida, you can fill this thing up, run to the Bahamas, come back. Long range trips are not a problem, okay? Now you're gonna ask me, Dave, what about the performance? The performance is the same, if not better, than a 37 with the same power. This particular boat is already running the 130s, 7 people, 200 gallons of gas, over 120 miles an hour yesterday. Anyhow, guys, that's the brief intro to the 42. We're gonna go take her for a rip and we'll let you know how it goes.